Snot tape is a sticky, rubbery adhesive for adhering things to other things. We use it all the time in the film and television industry, but I thought you should know about it too, because it's not expensive and it's really handy. So if the name doesn't put you off and you want to hear about snot tape, stick with me till the end. For now, let's get going. So snot tape is otherwise known as acrylic transfer tape. It's basically a high-tack adhesive. I buy from my supplier Scapa 4450, but there are a couple of different brands that make similar acrylic transfer tape. 3M has a version, for example. According to the company that makes it, Scapa 4450 has an excellent resistance to UV. It has excellent temperature resistance with a service temperature of -30 Celsius to +150 degrees Celsius. It ages pretty well. It's acid-free, pH neutral. It has cohesive strength because it's reinforced with these little glass fibers in it. In other words, it doesn't squish easily. It's got a little bit of beef to it. In the film and television industry, it's pretty much everywhere. A lot of departments use it. It's pretty common for mounting lighting gels to frames. It's also really common to mount props semi-permanently in a set. So if you got a small frame that you want to put up on a wall, but you don't want to mar the wall, and you don't want to leave residue behind, snot tape is your friend. Or let's say you've got an actor who keeps getting up from a table in the middle of a shot, and they keep knocking over the glass, the same glass every time. The props department will just come in, stick a piece of snot tape under the glass, stick the glass to the table, won't fall over anymore. So if you're mounting stuff with foam tape, or you're using blue tack, or you're using automotive window ribbon, something like that, you might want to consider snot tape instead. For sure, you're going to eventually have to, say, mount a poster on a wall. Snot tape can help you. Or let's say you're working in a room, you've got your tools all spread out, you want to put some cardboard down to protect the floor. 4 pieces of snot tape in each corner is going to keep that piece of cardboard from sliding around. Let's say you're repairing an old video game system. You pulled out all the screws, you've got nowhere to put them. Just put a strip of snot tape across, push the screws into it, they'll stay there till you need them. Or let's say you've got a carpet that's slipping. Snot tape can keep it from doing that. For me, what I use it for is these lamps. These are a vintage lamp. They're awesome, I love the way they look, but the globe on top just sits there. And while it sits in a groove, it can wobble around. Even if you just walk past it briskly, the globe wobbles and I'm worried it's gonna fall off one day. A little bit of snot tape in that channel, doesn't move at all. So basically anywhere you wanna mount something to something else, snot tape is probably something you should be considering. And it's not that expensive. I'll put a link in the description below to a couple suppliers, but it works out to be like pennies a yard. Not bad to just keep a roll around in the house, just in case a film shoot breaks out. So there you go, I hope that helped you out. If it did, please feel free to like or subscribe. Liking and subscribing can really help a channel, and if you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. And otherwise, take care, stay safe, have fun with your DIY projects, and I'll see you next Saturday.